Hey traders, Shane from GMT Futures and FX, welcome back. Look, what I want to do today is take you through our multi-system strategy on the EuroBund. We've been talking a lot about, obviously, the multi-system approach and how it has a massive advantage in the market for our pro traders. So what I want to do today is I want to cover off on the EuroBund multi-system strategy. I want to take you through some of the systems we're trading in that EuroBund strategy, have a look at their performance, some of the time frames that they're trading, and also we want to have a look at the market, the specific market of the EuroBund, so we can see what the opportunities exist there and see how this multi-system strategy is really stacking up as far as performance. So let's jump in and start the presentation. So traders, just to have a quick look at some of the systems we're trading, probably going to have a look at about 4 or 5 systems today. Okay traders, so our Fortress system, which is F10, is mainly a trending strategy. So it's going to pick up, obviously, when the market breaks and is trending well. Our Fib Trader is a continuation type strategy. Going to take you through a bit of detail on that. This one here is trading on the longs. Then we've got the Fib Trader trading on the short side as well. So we've got 2 strategies running there, F2 and our Fib Trader 02 and our Fib Trader 04, and then we've got our Cycle Trader, which buys support, sells resistance. So there are our strategies we're having a look at. These are the actual names: the F10 Fortress long, the Fib Trader 04 on the shorts, SN 201 is our trending system, the Cycle Trader is CT99, and MSN 01, and obviously we have the second Fib Trader strategy in there as well. So traders, let's jump into our charts and have a look at our systems and their performance for this week, and then we'll have a look at their historic performance as well. Okay traders, so the first thing I'm going to do is take you through our spreadsheet. Now this is where all our data is compiled, and we can have a look at how the systems are relating to each other, because remember, when we're trading a multi-system strategy, the idea is that we're trading strategies that complement each other. They need to be able to increase their profit and reduce the max drawdown of the entire portfolio. So if you are trading the EuroBond portfolio, this is what we're looking at here. Basically, it's been tracking along very nicely. It's almost up 50k for the period of data that we have in here, which is just under 12 months. Now, the beauty about this is the max drawdown, the max portfolio drawdown is $1,316. So that's very, very low. We have basically our net profit to max drawdown ratio, which is the amount of money we've made based on the amount of risk we have in the account, is 37.85. That's fantastic. So ideally what we're looking for when we're putting these systems together, we want systems that are going to increase that profit and reduce that drawdown. So at the moment we've got 10 systems in this portfolio. We're probably going to add another 2 just to see if we can get that drawdown down a little bit more and bump that overall profit up. So remember that the systems, the strategies are designed to complement each other. So for example, we've got a number of trend trading systems. We have got an end of the trend, a cycle. So really it doesn't matter what strategy or it doesn't really matter what is happening in the market. Ideally, we should be able to take profit out of the market on a daily basis based on this campaign style of trading. So let's go and have a look at some of these systems. Now remember that we're looking for strategies that are going to be very consistent, delivering good profit, and ideally we want systems that complement each other. If we have a look at this system correlation analyzer here, you'll see that our goal is to get that red line as flat as we can. You can see there we've had a spike down and it's only -1%, but we ideally want that line to be up there at the 0 or as close to that as possible, as practical. Now you can see that once we've started adding our systems in, there's been a huge improvement to the drawdown, the overall drawdown. So we want to try to get a strategy in here that is going to help us during this drawdown here. So ideally when we add another system, it's going to take up a bit of the slack there on that drawdown, or buffer that drawdown. So let's jump into our strategies. Alright traders, what I've got here is I've got the moment. This is one of our systems, the momentum. Obviously it doesn't trade too often, but you can see the equity curve there, nice and strong, making new equity highs. Last trade was a bit of a loser, but then we have a look at our pullback strategy now. So remember that if one system isn't running well, the other one should help it out. So obviously last night, and we'll just have a look at last night's trading. So this was our market. Now this is on a 12 minute. So let's just go in here and just adjust this slightly. This is on our 12-minute chart. You can see that the market was up last night. So all of our long strategies should have made money last night. So this is one of our long pullback strategies, or longs and shorts pullback. So last night we were expecting that this would make some money, and it did. It pulled in $120. Let's have a look at another one of our systems that traded last night as well on the long side, and then we'll have a look at a short side system. So if we go into so go into our drop box here. So this is where all of our systems live, and you can see there that we've got our EuroBund portfolio. We're going to our high performance systems, and we're going to have a look at our 15-minute one here. We'll just load that up, but we'll also have a look at one on the short side as well, because we want to make sure that both our longs and shorts, if there was an opportunity, traded last night, and we actually did have both a long and a short setup. So when one system doesn't obviously do as well, the other one kind of steps in and helps it out. And you can see that if 9 weeks or 8 weeks on this EuroBund, you've got 12 systems loaded. You'll see that if we have a look down at the profit and loss column here, the weekly P&L, there has not been a losing week. We came pretty close in week 4, but if you combine all of our systems within our EuroBond portfolio, trading the EuroBond, we've got trend, we've got cycle, we've got end of trend, pullback, momentum. We've got a number of strategies there. We've got our Fib Trader and our Fortress. Those combined systems have netted out an overall profit of €21,000. So in that 9 or 8 week period, we are absolutely flying along. We're positive again this week. So it's really it's about putting systems together that work well together. Now, if we go back to our chart here, you can see that yesterday on our 15-minute chart, yesterday there was a long bias. There was a bias on the long side. So we would expect that if there's a long bias, our system is going to pick up that profit, and we'll have a look here. So you'll see that we'll change this to euro. We actually picked up that 270 on the long side. Fantastic. We didn't get anything on the long side here obviously on the momentum strategy. A little bit selective. On the short side, we didn't have a trade yesterday on this Fib Trader, so didn't take a trade. On the pullback, we had a long setup and we had a winner there. So we're looking pretty good. We've had another 120. Let's have a look at a couple of our short strategies to see if we got knocked out of any of those, or they basically had a losing run. So if we go into, say, I know that this one here is shorts, and we'll load this one up, Fib 04. Okay, so basically the last short trade we had was here, and there was a nice winner, 230, but we've also got a short here at the market close. So close of the market, we're open on a short position. That's okay, but ideally we won't. If we gap up, then we've got open risk. However, another one of our long strategies, which was basically F10, and I'll just bring that up now. I'll just get rid of this strategy here. If we open up F10 and we compare the two charts, because F10 is one of our long systems and been tracking nicely. So I'll have a look at F10. So you can see the balance between the systems is working beautifully. We've got some good long profit made on the and taken on that 15-minute chart. That's fantastic. Let's just see how this intraday. So this is an intraday longs. Let's see how that played out. So we had a long setup here on our Fortress strategy and took some profit as well. So we were in a pretty good position. Now, a lot of our traders who aren't trading necessarily the Fib Trader are closing their trades out at the end of the day. So they will close their position out at the end of the day. Now, that's what you're seeing here, an end of day exit. However, if you're a trader who knows that they're going to be long or short or short trading the Fib Trader, you're going to be short over a couple of days. You may decide, right, well, I'm going to take the end of day exit off, and I'm going to let my end of day exit run and act as a natural hedge, because what you've got here is you've got the shorts, you're short on this position, but if you don't close out at the end of the day, then you're long on this position. So you've got a natural hedge on the two systems. And this is the beauty of putting the strategies together, because what happens is that if you get a losing trade set up on one strategy, you're getting offset by winners on the other. And the balance last night was to the long side. So if we look at a couple of these charts here, you'll see the pullback made money. So we made money on our pullback strategy last night at 120. We didn't make any money on the momentum because it doesn't trade very frequently, but when it does well. Last night was a really big night on the 15-minute trend trader, which is SN154. On our Fib, we were short, so we've got an open short position, and we've also locked in profit on the long side on the Fortress, but we've also got a second long position open. So we locked in €70, and we have this open long to offset our open short. So we're hedged, basically. So this is the power of a multi-system strategy. Again, if we have a look at the stats, looking really good. We're looking good for another positive week this week for week 9. And this is what we do. We basically design these multi-systems around a specific market. So obviously the EuroBund got great volume, great volatility. It's one of those markets that can be traded and leveraged up, and also can be traded with a lot bigger contracts. So that allows our traders, our pro traders, to go in there with the kind of confidence that they're going to be able to trade a much bigger account, which is what we want as part of our Emerging Managers platform. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you for your time. You can see the value of having that multi-system approach. And again, it looks like it's going to have another strong week this week. So let's see how we go. Hey traders, thanks for joining us for the presentation. If you'd like to get some more information or become part of our GMT Futures and Forex trading team and get started, basically it's as simple as emailing us at info@gmtfutures.com, or you can email me at shane@gmtfutures.com. Or alternatively, if you'd like to speak to one of us, you can call us at 617-336-00875, and we can take your call and talk you through the program, and obviously take you through what is involved in trading the systems. So thank you for your time. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and I look forward to catching you on our next update. Cheers.